All right, Slock is. Wait a moment as I set up everything for the live stream. We'll do an audio test if anybody would like to give a heads up that the audio is good. That'd be great. Shemaika, you hear me? That's what I'm saying. Okay, so you got audio is good. GMS and his likeness. Shalom, of course. Call volume like Yahweh Shem Shai, Vishnu Kadash. Of course, Yahweh Shem Shai, Vishnu Kadash, Rock of Thumb. Okay, which I was given basically blessings to those out there that are of the elect. All right, we're gonna get this started in a wee bit. Let me just sort everything. One moment. No sure if y'all can hear the ravens or different various birds in the background. That's one good reason we know spring is basically about to be here. It's pretty much here in Philadelphia. Yeah, we're pretty much about to be in springtime. But just gonna get all this all sorted. Bible. We're gonna go from there. So all right. It should be good. Barak Hawa, Barak Hawa Shai, Barak Hawa, Barak Hawa Shai, Barak Hawa, Barak Hawa Shai, Call Halal Yahweh Eloheinu Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem Kakadash, Halal Yahweh, Halal Yahweh Shai. Bless you, Most High Yahweh. Bless you in the name of only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, in the name of Spirit Holy. Praise Yahweh and praise His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai, which are uttered by Variath in the Hebrew and the Paleo Hebrew. The ancient language has been returned unto us that we can call upon our power with one consent. And yeah, pursuant to what's that, Zephaniah 3 and 9, that our power will return to us a pure language that we can call upon our power with one consent, roughly paraphrasing. We are Hebrew Israelites. So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the Hebrew Israelites. The Hebrew Israelites consist of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and of course the Israelite foreigners, those that have been scattered across the four winds that look like the different various heathen nations due to our mixing and mingling with the different various women that are in the places where we've been scattered to. But as long as your father is going back to the lineage of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, you are an Israelite. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter according to how you appear on the outward appearance. Okay, in your visage, you can look like any of these various nations. Okay, and still be an Israelite. It's of course the spirit that bear witness with our spirit that we are the children of the power. Okay, and that's why we try the spirit by the spirit. Okay, the Lord's words, their spirit, all right, and there's truth and it's life. All right, so this is a calling that is according to the spirit. All right, though of course a lot of you Israelites may look like what the ancient Israelites may appear to be, which the ancient Israelites look like what they had dark skinned visages, right? Okay, and talk about how Judith mourneth, he's blackened to the ground. All right, and uh, you have it. Ephraim is a cake not turned, roughly paraphrasing. You have dark skin, light skin Ephraimites, Ephraim being the so-called Puerto Ricans. Okay, and we know that most of the, as you have it, the house of Joseph is mostly Ephraim. Okay, but you have it. All the tribes are here in the Americas, and we can see more so that Jakes are here, okay, due to just you being out in them streets. If you're out in them streets, you seeing Dagestani, you seeing Pakistani, you seeing various of the Gawayam of the heathen, but amongst the heathen there are Israelites. Okay, so it's a ton of them. All right, I'm not sure if no sure if any of y'all brothers want to give any various testimony about that, but you definitely, if you're in these various major cities and even these wee tens, you should be able to see Israelites. Okay, and you should be able to discern them as Israelites. All right, to the best of your ability. Some brothers, of course, got the power or ability to discern spirits. Okay, I believe I have that ability. And yeah, you got all these Jakes over here if you're in the Americas, and it doesn't even it's limited to being America. You have it obviously in all the different four winds. You got Israelites scattered. All right, but the major deliverance is here in Babylon the Great, which is America. All right. So yeah, of course, giving double honors to the apostles, the elders, the great millstone, well, the elder bishops. All right, Shinya Kabad La Ha Shalayakim wa Zakonium Shal Yasha Allah God Weller Kub Ba'aith. All right, giving double honors to the apostles, the elders, a great millstone, which are the elders, a great millstone at these times, right? Okay. Um, yeah, that's who we learn, of course, from. All right, if you're following your GMS Great Millstone, you should be watching Great Millstone videos primarily. Um, you shouldn't be all over these other comment boards or these other grips um, outside of Great Millstone. Yeah, you have affiliates that follow the doctrine of Great Millstone, but you have to make sure that's 100% as well. Because a lot of people just you say they follow Great Millstone, but when you really can put them under a scrutiny, under the iron, or under iron means eye, or put them under scrutiny, or really go in there and try to um, scrutinize them, you'll see these guys follow other doctrines, and that's one of the main reasons. Like a lot of guys, they not in Great Millstone and stuff. For that, of course, those that pertain to. All right, I'm not talking about those that are sincere, that follow the apostles and such. But there's reasons why some dudes are not in Great Millstone and stuff like that. Our dudes leave Great Millstone and they start their own thing and they start to obviously go off and such. But it's mainly because they was not of us anyway. All right. So yeah, I got various topics through the spirit. I war, which is awake or woke really. It's just a heavy spirit. Obviously being that it's a new month. All right, and the new moon, which moon is synonymous with the word month, and it came in at Friday Eve to Saturday Eve. Okay, which we as Hebrew Israelites we follow a lunar cycle. All right, it's a lunar cycle. The Hebrews had and still do today have a lunar cycle. Those that obviously are following the law, statute, commandments. Okay, the scriptures do speak about how. Let me see if this is right here. Um, this is the book of Baruch, chapters, or yeah, Baruch 6, or epistle of Jeremiah. Okay, which is Baruch 6, a copy of an epistle which Jeremiah sent, which Baruch was a scribe for Jeremiah, and sent unto them which were led captive into Babylon by the king of the Babylonians to certify them as it were commanded of him by the power. It says here, the Baruch, okay, 6, and this is verse 60. It says, for the Shamash means sun, and the moon and the stars being bright and sent out and sent to do their offices are obedient. Okay, so the sun, the moon, and the stars being bright and sent to do their offices are obedient. Okay, so meaning what? They don't go off. All right, it's the Lord set up the particular ordinance when a day is going to be another day, when the night is going to come, I rob, all right, or la yala, all right, which the night is la yala, I rob is evening, okay. Shamash is sun, okay. When you go to Genesis, uh, it speaks about, and uh, like here, I could just start here. This is Genesis chapter 1 and 2. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep, and the spirit of the Allahayim are gods, all right, which are the angels, Dharma Yahweh Shai, moved upon the face of the waters. The Allahayim said, or powers, it says God, but it's plural. Allah is God, singular. Allahayim is God, gods. It's plural. Yum makes it plural, masculine, right? Let there be light, and there was light. And the Allahayim saw the light, and it was good, and the power divided. The Allahayim, the powers, divided the light from the darkness. And the Allahayim called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And the evening and the morning were the first day. So this is going into your morning, which morning should be Bakwar by Bariath in the Hebrew, which I'm going to just go real quick. I'll just pull it up. We'll just go through it. All right. And night should be La Yalah, but we'll see. And like a lot of these different Hebrew words, you learn from, you study. If you have a Hebrew booklet, but you can look up like maybe like GMS Lashon Kodash, Lexicon de Lashon Kodash. You see like a Hebrew booklet, and they have many of these words, and a lot of these words, I may have mostly learned a lot from hearing other brothers saying the different words, studying myself in the Blue Letter Bible app, going into the Ben Yehuda Bible Dictionary and various different or Hebrew dictionary, um, and just a lot too in the spirit too. But going into when it said that that was verse 5, and Allahayim called the light day, and the darkness he called night, and the evening and the morning were the first day. So you have war Yakurah, which is, and he called Allahayim powers La Awar. Okay. Awar being that root, which is light, Yawam is day, and you have Wa La Wa Lachashka. All right, which are Wa, yeah, Lachashka. Ya, it says Korah La Ya La. Okay, so Wa La Quashak Oh, so that's it. Wala Khashak. Or Wala Khashak. Khashak means darkness. All right. Obscurity. All right. Also, but Korah is called, and La Yala is night. Okay, in the Hebrew. All right. La Yala. All right. So if you want to say, like might hear a brother say Tawab La Yala, which is good night. I hear Ashemai Shaliach. I hear the apostle Zaquan um, uh, uh, Rakha Amar, which is Rakha say, which Rakha means spirit. He says it a lot. He say Tawab La Yala after his videos because a lot of times it might be nighttime and stuff, right? So he'll wish you a good morning. All right. So that's another Hebrew phrase if you want to say. Okay. Right. 1 second. And it says, I'm gonna go do it. And like I said, I'm just going in the spirit doing this in the Hebrew. Yah, it's like it says, wa Yahaya and shall be Irab, I believe that will be. Um, Irab is meaning what? Evening. Irab, like raven, it means also, it's the same word. Evening, sunset. Okay, so the new moon came in at what? Uh, which is the new month in the eve. That begins the day. All right. The evening and the morning were the first day. Then comes the morning. All right. Or as it goes into Wa Ya Haya Bakwar. And uh and were. That's what they got for Haya. It can mean be or to become. All right. Haya, ha, ya, and ha. All right. And like I say, if y'all can't follow along or you want to follow along, you just go on the Blues Letter Bible app. You close to the verse, Genesis 1 and 5. You go to the interlinear tab, click it, and you see at the top of the Ra'ash, you see the Mesotoric text, and that's what I'm reading from. All right. So you have Bakwar. So Wa Ya Haya Bakwar, which and then look, you got it where even they got it like I just clicked something where they got reverse interlinear and they got like all the different like a breakdown of the words. But like a lot of times with me, I break it down through the spirit, you know, or I might click a word from no familiar. Okay. But what it's important for is you, Jake, to be learning this Hebrew to the best of your ability, to be familiar with these Hebrew words so you can get a greater understanding of the scriptures, all right, and actually understand what is actually being spoken, all right, for yourself. And its power and might within the Hebrew, as we do know, all right. The same words uttered in another language have not the same force. But when it's spoken in the Hebrew, like you got that force and that might within it. It's just the language of the Lashawan. You say Ma Shemayim of the heavens, okay, of the waters. Yuwam. So Bakwar. So it says Wa Ya Haya Bakwar Yuwam. So uh, or were be, okay, morning Yuwam day. Ahad is one, or yeah, first, okay, and that's all together. So as I was in Sirach, as it said, for the sun and the stars being bright and sent to do their offices are obedient. Now, just this is real quick in the spirit about the Sabbath thing. Um, Genesis 1 and 14, the Elohim said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heaven to divide the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years. Okay, you go into the Hebrew for the word, I believe, seasons, and it goes into that's Id. Mawa'id. Mawa'id, which means what? Appointed time or meeting, a sacred feast. All right. And the Sabbath is a feast day. Okay, it's a holy day. All right. We'll get that precept too. Okay. And there's signs. Okay. A wath. All right. It's a distinguishing mark. Okay. Yeah. And you have like you have in the firmament having to divide the day from the night and let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and for years. As we do know, a month is part of uh, determining time. Okay, when does the month end? When does it begin? All right, and it's according as we have a lunar Sabbath. Okay, we have a lunar calendar, and the first day of the month is a Shabbat. All right, simple as that. Okay. Um, Let me just get a quick precept. Exodus chapter 20, and it says in verse 8, it says, "Remember the Shabbat day to keep it holy." All right, which I'll read in the Hebrew. Zakawar Ath. Zakawar means we're from the root Zakar, meaning to remember. All right. Also, it means to call to mind. All right. So it's important um, to give reverence to the Sabbath. It's a memorial, as we're going to go into. Ath just means definitely. Yawam is day. Ha Shabbath. Yawam, day. Ha Shabbath is Sabbath or day of rest, to cease. All right. Let's go into it. Shabbath. Shabbatha. Shabbath. All right. Which Sabbath, okay, goes into rest. And they have La Quadashwa. La Quadashwa. Obviously, 2 is La, and Quadash is holy. Wa is the suffix under the word, which would mean it. All right. Wa is it at the end of that word in the Hebrew. All right. Which Quadash means to consecrate, to set apart, hallowed. All right. To treat as sacred. All right. To honor sacred. Okay. Yeah. If a brother want to define sacred before I do it, beat me. But let me see. I'm going to try to date and then wash. All right. Or quick. So, just real quick for sacred. So sacred meaning hallowed or consecrated or made holy by association with divinity, which would be Yahweh Shem Shai, or divine things, or by religious ceremony or sanction. Okay, which we have that. We have that religious ceremony. Okay, and part of that, do these laws, statutes, and commandments, is to keep the Sabbath holy. Okay, so it's sacred. It's a sacred day. All right. Let me check on the comment board real quick. And like I said, I'm just in the spirit right now, so I didn't even know I was going to teach about the Sabbath, but it just goes to goes, hey, we got to teach on the Sabbath and inform, especially because a lot of people, and they wake up to being Hebrew Israelite, they be thinking, all right, well, the so-called uh, uh, tubes, let's call them, which they take our heritage, they hold it the Shabbat or Sabbath consistently, Friday Eve to Saturday Eve. They'll shut down all the businesses and do whatever. But it's according to the Sabbath is determined according to the new moon. All right. Yeah. Oh, Shalom, Shalom. Oh, GMS 51st and 7th. Guh. Oh, Shalom. Yeah. I think that's one of them. I'm not sure if that's one of them elder brothers that I follow. Um, but Shalom, I get a lot of edification. Cause I'm a new brother, only been in this like I think it's like 7 or 8 years. I think 7 years. From 2017 May. So a lot of you brothers, I don't understand. Like also, all praise to Yahweh Shemashai. A lot of edification and stuff. Like brothers to spend hours learning, and you know, especially brothers that are in New York camp and stuff like that. Most of the brothers we hold in obviously high esteem. A lot of them we believe of the elect, and since they're very close to the apostles and such in proximity physically, like a lot of us, which we try and test the spirit too. We would be like, well, the doctrine gotta be on tight and on point because the apostles are right there too, and it's more easier for them to supervise over, what's being taught, what's you know what I mean. So, like as a lot of times with us that are outside of being New York, we most of our videos are up and then it got to be scrutinized. But yeah, you scrutinize everything, but it's just putting that out there and stuff. Brothers, their labors are not going in vain and stuff. Brother might go in there to recheck his breakdown just so that it can be on point. You know, and it's a lot of evocation that always come through the spirit too. Through the body. So yeah, just putting that out there. So of course, heart Shalom. Rabahab, much love. La Bakayarium, the election. Ba New York, Makwam, the place of New York. Makwam just mean place. All right, New York. Because there's brothers that's of the elect in New York. Yadai. Well, I know it. So yeah, just putting that out there. And yeah, and hey, we know like our brother Shemayim Yun. He's part of our camp too, from New York. He got always give good words about some what brothers believe about with us and such. So it's good. I know the brother, one of the elder brothers, Yaiquab. Um, I follow a lot of his stuff. There's a lot of brothers. It's a lot. Some brothers we don't even know their name at this point. Brothers of car, other brothers of car. It's a lot of brothers though. But yeah, just putting that out there. But yeah, GMS in his likeness, he put out that for then will I turn unto the people of pure language, would it be the Lashwan Kudash, the Hebrew, all right, that they may call upon the name of Yahweh to serve him with one consent, all right? And we in one union with this, all right? We speak the same things, all right? It's one doctrine, it's one baptism, there's one truth out here. Chedamath, all right? One truth, all right? So yeah, now, like you go, like you got different precepts easily can prove about, the new moon and stuff. As we do know, you don't buy or sell, okay, um, on the new moon. Obviously, to the best of your ability, obviously we know we rehearsing the righteous act in the place of our captivity. You may have to, do some different things, but obviously that's where the hun or the grace of Yahweh Shem Shai come in. All right, you may have to work, but hey, if we had it, some brothers can take off. They don't work, they don't buy or sell, they don't light fire in their habitation, and such. And yeah, as you see, the Quatrath, the instance that's pertaining to the priesthood, and that continues. All right, so and we are priests under the order of Melchizedek, not Melchizedek, under Yahweh Shai. Okay, And yeah, so we keep everything going. There's certain exemptions for certain things that pertaining to the priesthood, but that's another thing for another time. But yeah, so I'm gonna get just a couple little quick precepts. I think there's one in Isaiah. Obviously, you cease and refrain from different pleasures and such. Okay. You don't want to be having sex that would defile the Sabbath. It wouldn't be sacred then. You made it tamah or unclean. All right. But yeah, man, and it's a high vibration with the Shabbat too. When I woke up, which I'm gonna get this little thing too, which is one of the main reasons why I want to do this lesson. Is brothers should be blessing their house, all right, in general, and especially too, if possible, on the Shabbat, okay, which is well, the new moon Shabbat, which is the new month, okay. It's through the Spirit, which I have this prayer on my book that I wrote down from, I believe, is a Quan Monagon from DC. All right, Shalom la wa to him, Yahweh Shem Ashai B'Shem Kodesh Baruch Atah, and gave blessings to him. Okay, he put out this like a blessing for the house from the book of First Chronicles, chapter 17 and 27. Which real quick I'm gonna get 17 and 27 Chronicles first. So it says here, now therefore let it please thee to bless the house of thy servant, that it may be before thee forever, for thou blessest, O Yahweh, and it shall be blessed forever. All right, now, like I said, you come into a lot of these different dwellings and stuff. They got spirits in them. Okay, like like you got like especially like you got like say even my mom says I'm a Yah Bayath, uh which is her my house, my mom, right? My mom is Ama, is my mom or mom. Yah is my Ama, Yah, right? My mom. And house is Bayath, and Ha is her. All right, Bayatha, the Ha at the end, making it her. Her house, uh, which she got with my stepdad, of course, which is a Benjamite, but she's there. But anyway, that house, Hayabayat, that house, Kwana Rachayim, Waiwath Rachayim, Ba Wa, which it has basically, I'm saying, Iglat, Kwana is God, or means to possess. Raiwath Rechawath is Raiwath is a plural way of saying evil, right? And Rechawath is spirits, plural. Okay. Yeah, got evil spirits in there, definitely. There was a kid, I think there was a kid that was murdered, all right, in one of the hallways and stuff that was like of the house or something like that. So like you don't think them spirits be lingering about, you know? Like different like the scriptures say that we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against different principalities and such, right? Spiritual wickedness in high places. So brothers gotta bless the house, all right, in general. Okay, exercise the house. When you come up in an apartment and stuff like that, bless it, cleanse it, okay? Cleanse the house. Now, me, I have incense and such, right? Which I purchased from Sense of the Earth. Okay, different assortment, different frankincense, myrrhs, different holy woods, sandalwood. You know, I got all types of stuff. Which like I could just show y'all just some different because there's different forms. Brother, if you can pull up Psalms 104, where we talk about the trees are full of sap. All right. If a brother can do so, that'd be great. Yeah. All right, this is sandalwood, right? I'll show you this right on the screen. This is sandalwood. I think this come out of Australia or India. Sandalwood. It has a scent from it. Okay. And then you just break off these wee chips. All right. And what you should do, the best way to do this, and with sandalwood, what I can tell you what it does. Yeah, the brother got it. This is Psalms 104 and 16. It says, the trees, all right, of Yahweh are full of sap, right? The sap, obviously within it, the inner blood of it, of the tree, is the sap. And within the sap itself, it has various medicinal properties and also can be used spiritually. Obviously, we use it on the right hand. People on the left hand use it. Okay, as we do know, brothers can get that wisdom double one unto another. It's one in Job. All right, you get the one in Sirach if a brother can. I think it's around the 33 if they beat me to it. And speak about how if the brother could get the other one, that'd be great. It talk about how good is set against evil, life against death, so the godly against the sinner, and sinner against the godly. So look upon the works of the Most High. In the precept is Job 10 and 6, I believe. So that's the fast track of brother if they want to get it. The Izar to help. Help me. But it says, so look upon the works of the Most High, and there are two and two, one against another. Okay, so everything obviously is within balance. Which is Shalom. Yep, Shalom. Yep. So things are two and two, one against the other. So just think of everything two, one against another. So there's definitely a right and a left hand of everything. Okay. Yeah, brother got let me see, Wisdom of Solomon 8 and 1, which I'm just gonna go to it. Gotta get that. You got Yeremiah Shamar, Shalom, Yabashim Shabashim Kuklash, Rab Yep, for sure. Rob Hop, much love, of course. Gum also. Yeah. So you got it. Things are double one into the other. The Job 10 and 6, if a brother can get it, Yahweh Tazah, because I'm gonna go to this Wisdom of Solomon real quick. All right, Wisdom of Solomon. It's good to do these live streams too, because it's interactive. And I know brothers probably be like, it'll charge up their spirit. They go out preaching and stuff. You woke up, you're like, man, we'll get in the spirit, especially it's the Sabbath, the new moon, Shabbat. All right. So let me get that Wisdom of Solomon. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8 and 1. Akonawa, I got it. All right. You got a precept at the camp, at the Machana. You say Akonawa, I got it. All right. Akonawa, I possess it. I got it. All right. You want to bring it in? That's how you can do it in the Hebrew. But this is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8 and 1, which that's Ak Alayah put up. And it says, wisdom reaches one, Kakama, or wisdom, reaches from one end to another mightily, and sweetly doth she order all things. Right. And, through wisdom, things were ordered. All right. Like you say, here's this. This is Job chapter, GMS in his likeness, the water, Kayapakwad, for the precept. All right. It says Job 10, or Ayawab 10, which is Job, when he hated and persecuted, 10 and 6. It says that thou inquires. Oh, no, that's not it. Slakia. Look, hold on, slot. That's not it. Maybe I got it written down wrong. Here, we'll I might have misread it. Pardon. Hold up. We'll get it. It's pardon me, Salakia. Job, right? It's if it 10. Oh, that's it. It gotta be that. Yeah, 10 and 6. Saki, I said 10 is 10 and 6. I'm not sure what happened. Oh, 11 and 6. Pardon. It's 11. Pardon. It's a chapter off. That's my fault. So this is Job chapter 11 and 6. And it says, and that he would show thee the secrets of wisdom. And within the wisdom itself, there's secrets. Okay. And hey, Yahweh Shem shall be open up the gates of it. Get the depth of wisdom precept. That's in Romans. Talk about the depth of riches within wisdom. Just put that in like the word search, and it should be able to come up. Because this wisdom is like a treasure cove. All right, when you go into it, it's a treasure cove, man, and the Lord be unlocking so much. Like say like in the spirit, I say this help you concentrate, right? Which is the sandalwood. This right here, like if you can get sandalwood chips, right? I get it from Sense of the Earth. If you in London, I'm not sure if they have this, but there's different stores that definitely have um different incense. A lot of times you gotta watch out because you got these different left hand side stores straight up. I would refrain from really going in there, but we know pretty much if you a sin of rebellion is a sin of witchcraft. These people ain't worshiping the Lord, so pretty much most people are witches or can shop you. All right, so don't be over righteous, but like if it's a vibe, you gotta vibe every dang out. Like when we go to these different crystal shops, what do you think the people are doing? They observe lunar cycles. You'll see that they have lunar moon phases charts and all of that, right? So that's even going to show you double one against another. But the scriptures talk about us not to be observer of times and stuff, basically going on the left hand side and all that. You know, there's energy and power in different times and stuff. But you got like here, this is a sandalwood chip right here. I just broke off a piece of sandalwood, which come out of Australia, India. Um, yeah, and it has wood. It has basically oil within it, and that oil, Yaquar, Shaman Yaquar, that oil is precious. You get an insulator. It's called a mica plate, like this. You put it on the gakhala on the coal, and it helps to like regulate the heat so it's not that too hot. And you just put it on the coal, and then it'll burn slower with less heat. All right, the water the brother got it. I'm gonna read the Job, and then I'm gonna precept it back. Job 11 and 6, and that he would show thee the secrets of wisdom, that they are double to that which is. Note therefore the power exacted thee less than thine iniquity deserveth. Right? Hey, the Lord can destroy us, but the Lord, he actually look at the grace which is due Yahweh's death and pardons us. Yahweh Razazah, we are the elect. All right, he has pardoned Israel, ultimately, which there be salvation for all of Israel in the kingdom. But 2/3 are gonna get cut off here and die in America. Wicked Israelites gonna get destroyed. Okay, in different manifold judgments. Romans chapter 11 and 33. All right, Romans 11 and 33. Romans 11 and 33. That's Yeremiah Shamar. You can subscribe. The brother been in the truth for quite a bit over there across the pond, as they would say in the UK and such, using the GMS London Forecaster Camp. All right. And brother diligent and has a lot of good videos. So if you want to subscribe, do so. and get edification. Romans 11, and they about to go out. Soon. They might. I'm not. It's like usually like 5 or 6 hours. It was like 6 hours times difference, 5 6 hour time difference over there. But it's 8 over here. But just do the math. It's like afternoon probably over there. But it goes on. Romans 11:33. It says, "Oh, the depth of the riches, both of the wisdom and the knowledge of the Most High." Explanation point, right? How unsearchable are his judgments and his ways past finding out. Okay. And the Lord, he'll give us various secrets. All right. And hey, you'll be like, damn, that's amazing. You find out like with the sandalwood, it's like a lot of times too, like I believe too, because like when you put it on there, you got resin, more water soluble, oleo resin, whatever content within it. But this would be like it more burns slow, and like you don't see all this heat because I ain't or smoke because I ain't put it directly on there, but it'll emit the various properties within the air um, from it burning, and it puts you in a like I would say like a concentrate like a straight minded um, uh, state. Okay, like you focused. All right, you like pretty much get rid of like distractions within your mind, your spirit. All right, so if you want to be like, because there'll be times like say for example, I wake up right. Obviously, we in the flesh. You might wake up and we be like, man, if Satan got on you, like, man, don't even pray, don't even worry about praying, which you shouldn't be in that spirit. But there's spirits that be forcing to be like, like kind of like stopping you from a prayer ritual. Brothers should have a prayer ritual where, as the book of brother get, I'll get it real quick. Uh, the book of he said he on the way to camp. Yeah, right now. So you got the book of Psalms chapter 55, I believe it is. I'm gonna see if I can get it real quick. Psalms 55. This is Psalms 55, and it says that in 17 it says, evening and morning and at noon will I pray and cry aloud, and he shall hear my voice. So if he hearing David's voice, he hearing definitely the house of David's voice. Okay. I constantly, the brother Jim Messens like to say he learned from the brother, very edified lesson. That's good. So call all you because that's Kaya Aqua for the brotherhood, the sincere Akim that doing this work and fighting, for that crown, which hey, we already got the crown if we elect. It just gotta manifest itself in the physical. And these days coming days, you're gonna know who the Lord's chosen are, you know. Yeah. And I even put it out even just now too, but about using this Hebrew heavy. You know how you could tell somebody to F you and F off, piss off, meat, or get your nugget, right? um, and like words have power, right? As we know, death and life is in the power of the tongue. Well, the other day, this was yesterday, I had this damn demon pull up on a job site, um, was cleaning up our property. Obviously with us, we got to deal with a lot of these different spirits that's on these people, which hoarders, people that hoard up stuff. They got mental illness, like in a negative sense, right? Because you can hoard up good things, like we hoard up wisdom, right? But you have it like these hoard up different possessions. They keeping everything and such. You had to treat the stuff as rubbish because it's so much and it's so nasty and manky, but the person don't see it because they have a mental illness, which is just spirits. Um, that they got to keep everything, and that it could just be scattered about. The stuff can be decomposed in the center, covered in muck, all types of sorts of stuff. Chick pulls up, super aggressive. Call me a jerk off. I've never been called a jerk off. in my life, right? Because I did, and it was she probably an Ephraimite or something like that, fat Ephraimite, which the Lord gonna destroy this Ephraimite or whatever she is, out of shape, and yeah, she came all like damn near bossy as hell. I'm just like, it was crazy because I could have evaded the whole situation if I didn't have the tool, some of the tools like brooms and shovels in the on the property. So then, yeah, the chick pulls up talking about, yeah, are you there? Where's all my stuff or whatever. So then, yeah, I'm like, yo, the stuff was pretty much thrown out. She looking for the certain bin. It was thrown away. It's in the rubbish. So then, what? She ended up saying, you hurt people. This was a spirit. You Why don't you get a real job and you're hurt actually do good and you're hurting people. And that was a spirit that was speaking through her, I believe. And yeah, because remember we wrestle now against flesh and blood, principalities and spiritual wickedness in high places. So I just was like, and a lot of times we don't take women serious, but we know they're a conduit for Satan, and people and individuals in general are like they just vessels. All right, collide, suck it. They say it, kalia, all right, kalia, which means a vessel or instrument. All right, a lot of women are instruments of Satan. All right, if it applies to you, hey, but if it don't worry about it. But anyway, the chick said that, called me a jerk off. I laughed. I laughed it off. I kept my composure. I'm a professional. And you had this other Ephraimite across the street talking about, well, you laughing about that. That's not funny. Dude, it has nothing to do with you. You meddling with a whole nother matter. You know what I end up doing? Instead of like, because the flesh, it gets you to probably feel like, man, F this dude. Like, you be carnal, but we're not carnal men, right? Which what's that precept in Romans? It talk about basically carnality is enmity. Basically, you don't want to be carnal. Let me get that precept. All right, real quick. Just give me a moment. Romans, we back is there. Roman. Yeah, so Roman right there. Roman. Look at 6. Your brother beat me. I get some precepts about carnality, refraining from it. That'd be great. But this is a good precept. This is Romans chapter 6 in verse 12. It says, "Let not sin therefore reign in your mortal body," right? And you could go off like the Lord gives us wisdom, and that wisdom used to govern our behaviors. You'll have it. Your flesh will tell you, man, just knock this dude out, or choke this dude out, or whatever. Like, you take this dude down, and rear naked, RNC, D bars, heel hooks, all that. But you don't. You be like, man, what am I doing that for? We better than that. And a lot of you, Jake, got to understand we're better individuals. All right. First class. All right. If you're dealing with first fruits, which I need to look that up in the Hebrew again, you're dealing with the first class. If we have 144,000, we first class. If you have the election, you're dealing with first class of, as the chick, one of the heiress of Taziawan gave the Shabbat Shalom, which is correct, not Shabbat. Shabbat means rod. Shabbat is Sabbath. She said, grape of the cluster. Lord will, I be a grape of the cluster, of the whole. Um, and from grapes, you can make wine, and yeah, you have grapeseed oil too. And yes, and the oil is understanding. So if we are even of that, we should have understanding and wisdom. This is something in the spirit. But going back to that Romans, you got the Romans 8, so this gonna go with it. That's Aliyah, all right. Power God, Yahweh. I think that's what it means. Brother Allah is God and Yash short for Yahweh. But it says, yeah, Romans 6:12, let not sin therefore reign in your mortal body. And a lot of them carnal dudes, like that leave camps and stuff like that, a lot of dudes that thought they were spiritual, but they really carnal. It goes to show you how really carnal they are, because they want to, like, dudes, like I said, I've heard cases of dudes want to fight brothers and, do stupid stuff. They carnal. Brothers supposed to be thinking spiritually. All right. That's supposed to be all. You're supposed to just be in the spirit, as the scripture say, walk in the spirit. All right. So you don't basically, as it's gonna say, let not sin reign in your body, in your mortal body, that ye should obey, be under the rule of it in the lust thereof, the different desires. Okay, which you get. Hey, your mind muses upon many things. Hey, we just do this, man. You got dudes that's sitting in prison over stupid stuff. It's over this, like you say, this dude, he's sitting there chatting mints. A spirit come on me to rumble, like rumble him. All right, that's how we say it. We say it over here in Philly. We say like a rumble, like rumble me. Fight. You want to fight, or you want to say fight in Hebrew is like malkama, lakama, battle, fight, basically. But Israel, we're warriors and such. But you gotta pick. You remember, we're spiritual. We're a spiritual army. So you got and even though if dude could be a black belt in whatever martial art, he could be certified in whatever martial art. He can have the experience in different situations physically, but still have to waver to be spiritual and to be lawful in the sight of the Lord. Okay? Like for what time it is. The scriptures, if the brother can get that precept about how Yahweh Shai said, I believe to Peter, after he smit off that zon or ear of that company of Jake that came for Yahweh Shai. I believe in that account, it said if this was my kingdom, my servants would fight. All right. And this kingdom right now is being ruled by the Romans, which the Romans are the Edomites. All right. Adawam. All right. Yum. Okay. The Edomites. Your leaders are Edomites. The head leaders that got control of this beast system, they're Edomites. The 7 governments, Edomites. Okay. The 7 heads with the 10 horns, the EU, Edomites. All right. The heeds of them, right? If you can understand. All right. You go back to it. This is the book. He gave Matthew, Mathathiah, the gift of the Most High. Matthew chapter 26 and 52, which it reads, it says, then said Yahweh Shai unto him, put up again thy sword into his place, for all that take the sword shall perish with the sword. Okay. And it's like if we take up might in battle, with the sword, our fist could be as a sword. Our grappling techniques, takedowns, throws, all of that, can be as a sword. It can be as a weapon. All right. But it says shall perish with the sword. And perish, it can destruct you. Okay. It can, make your life go away, because what good is it for you to be apprehended by E when you could have just walked away from the situation, be the bigger man. All right. Big men have wisdom. All right. So it says, thinkest thou that I cannot now pray to my Father, and he shall presently, all right, then and there, give me more than 12 legions of angels. Okay. And legions, they go into thousands of thousands. There's different numerals for legions, but it goes into the thousands and thousands. All right. Go into that history on your own. Brother want to look up legion, they can. But of angels, all right, which we know the angels of the Lord, they minister unto them that serve the Lord, that fear the Lord. Yahweh Shai feared Yahweh. So obviously he would ask for his power for all things, especially for protection. But there's time, it's not in our place to act out physically. You have to let things play out spiritually and how it's supposed to do. And that's how you got to be obedient to the wisdom that the Lord gave you. All right. And you have to be able to discern that, to judge that out. It says, John chapter 18 and 36, Yahweh Shai answered, my kingdom is not of this world. If my kingdom were of this world, then my servants would fight, that I should not be delivered to the Jews. All right. But now is my kingdom not from hence. Okay. So it's not the time for us to be out there fighting. And that's like why, they got these carnal guys. You got different sects of Jake. You go back to the history with Sakari and all of that. Carnal. You don't want to be carnal. All right. Simple as that. You want to be spiritual. Me, like I say, you have people that have been bullied, which we basically are bullied. Just put it that way. In this world, we're bullied. But you got to use your spiritual defense. Okay. Remember, scriptures say there's no enchantment against Jacob, any divination against Israel. In Numbers 23, La'ak Qasam, by Yaiquab, Wala'ak, let me see, I'll get it. La'a Nakash by Yaiquab, I think it is. Wala'a Qasam by Yasha'ala against Israel. I'll get it real quick. Which that's basically a good thing you can utter. I think I probably learned that from Elder Monaghan as well. Against, like, if you feel like witchcraft or something like that going about or something, you can say it. Numbers 23 and 23. Kaya la'a nakash, which kaya means surely and la'a is not. Nakash is enchantment by Yaakov against Jacob, which we are Jacob, Israel. Wala'a and no Kosam, divination against by Yasha'ala. Okay. You can see it on the screen, Yahweh. Let me see. I'm not sure if y'all can see it. Let me see something. Y'all probably can't see it. I'm messing up. Hold up. See something real quick. I'm messing up big time. Yeah, if you can't see it, don't worry about it. I'll do another lesson on it. Yahweh. But it just say Kayala a Nakash by Yaikwab wala a Kwasam by Yasha'ala. So anyway, going back to the whole thing with the chick at my job, basically being aggressive, and then another Ephraimite, basically since I laughed it off, basically, because she told me to get a real job, which my job is a real dumb job. What are you talking about? But don't pay women any mind. Take them too serious, right? Remember, women are duplicit. They're emotional too. Remember, the scriptures say that she's been deprived of wisdom and understanding. But yeah. So she just emotional. You make it things hard worse. You're hurting people. You guys are hurting people. Cleaning up ain't hurting people. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. I guess it is hurting them if they're not good and they unclean. So you take away uncleanness from somebody, it can be perceived as you're hurting them because they want to be unclean. All right. Like he want to be wicked, and he always gonna be wicked. You know, if you give him this truth, like you say, he cast it behind him, so it's like it's hurting him. Oh, when we bring the scriptures, the book of Jeremiah, the 5th chapter, tell you here. I'm gonna get this real quick. Jeremiah chapter 5. I was supposed to bring this out the other day. I didn't. Jeremiah 5:14. Wherefore thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, Lord of hosts, because ye speak the word, behold, I will make my words in thy mouth fire, and this people wood, and it shall devour them. So this word has power. It can burn somebody up. Okay, literally, like in the spirit. It's gonna burn people up too in the spirit. Words is fire. Okay. I believe in the true. A brother go say burn, sharap or something like that. You know, like you got Benjamin to say fire bun, or fire burn or whatever, bun them, and yeah, people gonna light and be set on fire, you know. This is I was just thinking about that precept. I think it's in James. Yep, brother got that good precept. Sirach chapter 39 and 24. As his ways are plain unto the holy, so they are stumbling blocks unto the wicked. If a brother can look up that word stumbling block, that'd be great. If you can find stumbling blocks in the blue letter and like define it from there, that'd be great. If you could get that precept too. There's another precept about stumbling blocks and stuff like that. And I know I think about Isaiah too. Isaiah like the 6th chapter or stuff like that. You got Jake that's just not gonna get it. They got ears that they calloused up. Spiritually, they calloused up. They can't get it. It's like a cauliflower ear. Dude, that thing is closed, buddy. It done all is filled up with blood, and then it fill up with it hardens. Hey, you no sticking a earpiece bud in there, you know. Yeah, so that's how Jake are. They fighting, they rebels against the power, which they making war with the power when they rebels. All right. There's a good precept about that, but rebels. And Isaiah, I have to see if I can pull some of them joints. Well, I'm just gonna start pulling some precepts in the midst. So this is Isaiah 5, and this is verse 20. Woe, meaning destruction unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Right. And like you got people like that chick did that to me. She said what I was doing as my job, which from a we Nair or Mike Nair. Nair means like you basically a youth. I'm one of them kids that are I'm one of them young ones that pretty much are Bunyam or sons that I grew up saying like I wanted to make the world better and caring about the world, wanting to clean it up and stuff. And that's literally what I do. Okay. By Yar in the city. All right. Here in the city. That's what I do. Um, I will be a person that will want to work out in like in the woods and stuff like that, these different national parks. I would love to do that. But instead I clean up in these cities, right? And yeah, the brother got stumbling block, literally or figuratively. It says, uh, let me see, cause to fall, offense. Yeah, and remember, people will take offense at a word. The brother can get that precept about some blessed ye that's not offended by me, you know. But going on, it says, uh, woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes and prudent in their own sight. And that could be a deception. You think you so smart. You got these wicked Jake that they think as you know, knowledge puffeth up. These Jake thinking they smarter than the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Dude, you're stupid. Like for real, like come on, man. There's things the apostles don't even tell us. That got revelations and stuff, and the spirit probably like just don't bring that out. It might bug you, Jake, out. You know, there's different stuff that might be revealed unto you that you just keep between you, yourself. Like you have it with like there's things that like they said to leave out. Don't write that. Don't record that. It was given to different prophets. There's accounts of that. You know, but we got all what we need to know. Um, in this truth pertaining to the salvation. A lot of Jake, they just want to have these itching ears so that they can get more followers and pretty much quam uh, hamam, which is to raise themselves, basically. They want to be exalted. They got ego. All right. But yeah, it says, woe, this is Isaiah 5:22. Woe unto them that are mighty to drink wine and to mingle, and men of strength to mingle strong drink. And you, Jake, y'all following these philosophies, okay? Different philosophies when we talking about wine, okay? Y'all following different philosophies. Got dudes wearing hats, caps, which are not of the customs of Israelites, okay? That's a Greek fashion. And Jake are doing prophesying with them on when the scriptures in the New Testament tell you not to prophesy with your head covered. You dishonor your head. So your head ain't really Yahweh Shai. So how are you getting salvation? Oh, you cutting out Yahweh Shai to get to Yahweh? You coming up some type of way and you going a lot of these Jake and these other groups, like I said, the Lord gonna get rid of them. Simple as that. 1 second. Wow. Wait. All right. I show up. I'm back. I return. So yeah. So you got the elders that got rule over you, that's caring for your souls. They keeping us from being destroyed. You know, but you got to believe that they got the truth. You know, somebody got to be these men coming back in the reincarnation. All right. It says here, verse Isaiah 5:23, which justify the wicked for reward and take away the righteousness of the righteous up from him. Therefore, as the fire devoured the stubble and the flame consuming the chaff, so their roots shall be as rottenness, and their bosom shall go up as dust. Yeah, so the Lord gonna destroy all of that rudiments, that foundation that's not sure is gonna get destroyed. And you're gonna be taking out. You take somebody's leg out, you ankle pick them, easy, take them down. Hey, yeah, there you go. Now they're on the ground. If they don't know how to return, which you ain't gonna fight the Lord, who's he's a man of war. Yeah, meaning like win or prevail. You're gonna lose. Though you're trying to rebel now, the Lord gonna take away all of that. You know, if your foundation ain't on Yahweh Shai, you're not going to be standing in them last days. Okay. Um, if you are standing it, you're going to be hit with a missile or a manifold judgment, teeth of wild beast, you know. But anyway, it says, it says, because they have cast away the law of the Lord Yahweh of hosts and despised the word of the Holy One of Israel. Yeah, and that's why. Yeah, that sandalwood smell good, man. Yeah, so yeah, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14 and 7. Ezekiel 14 and 7. It's like if I said Isaiah instead of Ezekiel. Pull it out in the physical. Ezekiel 14 and 7. It says here, I'm gonna start a bit above. It says Isaiah or Ezekiel, Yakazak or Ezekiel. Yakazak, Yakazak is strength. Allah, God, power. Power is the strength, right? I started to talk. Then came certain of the elders of Israel unto me and sat before me, and the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, these men have set up their idols in their heart and put the stumbling block of their iniquity before their face. Should I be inquired of at all by them? So the Spirit of the Lord actually spoke to um to Yakazakala, which is Ezekiel, while obviously he had certain elders of Israel, and it was able the discernment was given to Ezekiel. All right, he asked, "Oh, what should I do?" Basically, so what do you think we be doing? And when we had in the midst of different of these Jake, we are the Lord is communing with us and divine and giving us different revelations about different people. Okay, you gotta y'all don't really understand the spiritual context of the scriptures. A lot of these dudes, like I say, this is an onion. You could sit in here if you in a concentrated spirit, like you keeping your eye single. All right, you'll get all these things. The Lord giving you the talents, the understanding, you'll get it. But it says, therefore speak unto them and say unto them, thus said the Lord Yahweh, every man of the house of Israel that setteth up his idols, these different um, gods. When you following other gods, you're following idols. The gods of the nation, they're idols. All right. They can't save you. Okay. Yahweh Shai is the one that is supposed to save you and going to save the elect. But it goes on and it says, I, the Lord, will answer him that cometh according to the multitude of his idols. And the Lord is going to make a response to you, that I may take the house of Israel in their own heart, their own mind, because they are all estranged from me through their idols. So they're pretty much separating themselves from the Lord through their idols. All right. I'm going to look up estranged. All right. We'll go from there. For every one of the house of Israel are of the stranger that sojourneth in Israel, which separate himself from me and setteth up his idols in his heart, and putteth the stumbling block of his iniquity before his face, and cometh to a prophet to inquire of him concerning me, I Yahweh will answer him by myself, and I will set my face against that man, and will make him a sign and a proverb, and will cut him off from the midst of my people, and ye shall know I am Yahweh. Gonna make an example. If the prophet be deceived when he has spoken a thing, I Yahweh deceived that prophet. All right. So is the Lord. The deceiver is of the Lord. All right. So if somebody's deceived, the Lord made him that. All right. He's Yahweh by Shem El Shai. And I will stretch out my hand upon him, and I will destroy him from the midst of my people Israel. And they shall bear the punishment of their iniquity. The punishment of the prophet shall be even as the punishment of him that seeketh unto him. Okay? So don't be following these dudes. But the blind be the blind, they both be in the ditch. So if you even follow these other camps, you got dudes coming up to GMS talking about I follow these various elders of these other camps, and they got different doctrines. You need to have one counselor but of 1,000. Okay, you following everything, dude. Everything gonna get you destroyed. That's what regular Christianity is universalism. That's why, of course, they put you up at the top in the algo, and we sit where we sit. Okay, scriptures say, Sirach 9:15, let thy talk be with the wise, and all thy communication in the law of the Most High. Okay? We get that other scripture about the one counselor, but of 1,000. If my brother can find it before I can, that'd be great. To assist Isaiah Babakasha, which has helped me. Yeah, I got it. This is Sirach chapter 6. And you could be in the spirit help you find the precepts. I can tell you guys a thing, as I may have said it before. Yeah, like my Bible, you should have a spiritual connection with your, like, it's a spiritual book, but your physical, like, sword, it's like you should be able to the spirit navigate it. Why do we tell brothers to you got it in the camp, like got different orders, brothers, when they look up verses, you like say if you're looking for a verse, but you don't know where it's at, use your app to look for it. Use your search, Google, whatever, look for it. But then go to your physical Bible and actually go to the pages. Repetition is the father's spirit. So you going repeating it, you recounting it. So you just and in the spirit, like I said, the spirit will kick in. So the spirit will just go right to it. Remember, you got angels that's ministering to us, that's helping us and helping us do what we do, you know. So, like I said, a lot of times where I just be in the spirit to find precepts. So, a lot of times that I want. But the repetition is, remember, this word is in us. All right. These Bibles, certain Bible, like you might like say for example, I got this Bible. I got a apocrypha, my original apocrypha. You had a demon kid write on it from a demon that was in the truth that fell out and went against us. A dude I brought in the truth, he a demon. Um, but his kid wrote on my apocrypha, like scribbled on it. I left it in a room and he wrote on it, and I was able to feel that in the spirit that was gonna happen. I left markers, you highlight precepts. Kid wrote all over it. Um, but it's a big spiritual connection with having this book because with it, like for example, like I from repetition and the feeling of it, it's like playing an instrument, you know, um, just feeling it. You used to doing it, touching the notes. Like I'm referring to handpan because that's what I'm currently exploring, which looked like a chariot. The handpan looked like a chariot, you know. But I'm not sure if y'all know about handpans. But that definitely had to be Jake influence, which we the former of all things. But yeah, you get used to um, like touching it, touching the notes, and like at first it's unfamiliar to you, but it becomes from the practice. It becomes more familiar to you, and then before you know it, like say like me, I might like with me, I'm like I said, I'm new to it, so I'm like you might be like, damn man, I don't know if I'm even getting it, and then you might sit down, wake up the next day, and you doing it, and then you get it. Well, how is that? This is from practice. In them practicing, going to a precept each and every single time, that was practice, and you already knew this at one point. You remember, we stir up your mind by the way of remembrance, so it's like you just going right back to something you already had. Okay. So, it's like when you have if you was a warrior and you have your own sword, right? You know that sword so well. From how it feel and everything. So brothers, get used to using your sword, your Bible, okay? Your book. Okay. Don't always rely on like the apps and stuff, for like looking stuff up. Obviously, I say use it as a tool, but know where the precepts, the Lord will, is in there. Okay. the scriptures say in Jeremiah 15, in verse 16, thy words were found and I did eat them. You got to actually digest them. And it takes reading. Blessed is he that read, right? And thy word was unto me the joy and the rejoicing of mine heart. Okay, this is actually brings gladness to us. For I am called by the name of Yahweh, power of hosts. Okay, so get used to this. Get your book, like I said, I was saying it too. I had an old, I bought like one of my Bibles, my original. Some of the pages came out, right? Brothers know that, but like this, like you don't even have to think. You just right there, right there. Let me get Isaiah 4:4. You go right there, bam. Revelation, bam, just right there. Revelation 13, right there. So, but like, say for example, I got another scripture Bible right there, and it don't feel like that. Like it's just like it's like tailor made. Like when you get like buy certain thing, you might not like it, but if you had it tailor made, hey, it was made for you, right? Remember, wisdom it give you experience. So or you try it out, right? You try something. Oh no, that don't fit me. The pages ain't a certain way. Not a certain font. So hey, brothers, take heed to that, but get used to the scriptures. You know, but I'm gonna get that Ecclesiasticus chapter 6, and there got to be a proverb on there somewhere. But it says Ecclesiasticus or Sirach chapter 5 and 6. Be in peace with many, nevertheless have but one counselor of 1,000. Right, your advisor one. And you have it, the apostles, others, a great millstone. That's what we follow. You ain't gonna see me sitting there. Uh, I'm watching Sakari videos and putting their doctrine. If there's things that they don't believe that the apostles and elders teach as truth, they take out. They say they don't believe in the teachings of Paul and such. I don't know. They prophesy what they had on. So it's like what it's crazy. That's madness. So they following other idols, and that comes with destruction. At least they repent. Okay, as the scriptures say in verse 17. No, this is Sirach chapter 6 and 13. Separate thyself from thy enemies and take heed of thy friends, your brothers as your friends. Akim. All right, separate yourself. So you don't have your enemies right there on deck with you. No, you separate yourself. Sever that. Okay. A faithful friend is a strong defense, and he that hath found such as and one had found a treasure. So you find a brother like like you said, certain brothers got big like you have David and Howell and the Son or Jonathan, super connection. That's as a treasure. Okay, certain brothers are closer than you may in a camp, you might be close to a certain batch of brothers or a certain number of brothers, but that's a treasure and that's a defense, brother. You got brothers, you might even be on the other side and offer to help you, assist you. I was just meditating on that. Brother, the other day, he offered basically some like income, bread, as I would say, or kasapia money for the brother, one brother, because the brother, at this time, out of a job, right? You know, but the brother, like I say, he decide whether he want to accept it or not. But the Lord put the spirit for a man that you don't you even didn't know right now, right? But you know through the spirit and the truth to give you bread. That's heavy. Okay. And that man that actually is doing that, um that actually is a blessing onto him too, you know? Because it says you in Sirach 4:7, get thyself the love of the congregation and bow thy head to great men. All right. So that actually getting them love because as the scriptures say that like charity it covered the multitude of sins, you know, and hey, brother could get blessed just on that. I think the particular brother even offered me a will, and such, So hey, yeah, but yeah, it's good. Um, so yeah, it says back again. This is Sirach chapter 6, and it says in verse 15, nothing doth countervail a faithful friend, and his excellency is invaluable. A faithful friend is a medicine of life, and they that fear the Lord shall find him. So, you actually being in the truth, it actually gonna lead you to your true friends. All right. 17. Whoso feared Yahweh by Shem Shai shall direct his friendship aright. For as he is, so shall his neighbor be also. So your brother should be basically as a reflection in the image of Yahweh Shem Shai. All right. By following law, statutes, commandments. Okay. They tell you that to be times early or get the uh basically close to a man of the Lord, be at his basically his footsteps or uh like I can find that scripture. Um yeah, it just tells you to like you want to have a brother and the men of the Lord you want to keep them, you know, be willing in verse this is Sirach 6:35. Be willing to hear every godly discourse, and let not the parables of understanding escape thee. Okay? And here's the precept right here. And if thou seest a man of understanding, get thee betimes unto him, and let thy foot wear the steps of his door, his mind. Okay? You got brothers, they be like itching to be around you. That's an actual good thing. Now, obviously, it's in the spirit. I'm not saying brother always be around a brother. Brother need have some time to himself, but you get what I mean, though. Brothers want to grow. Iron sharpens iron. All right. But yeah, man. So anyway, going back to the whole account, I rebuked that damn. What happened was, damn, with the chick with the job situation, um, she was aggressive. I ended up basically, the dude heard me laughing at the chick because I laughed it off about her calling me a jerk off. Never been called a jerk off in my life. But what ended up happening then? He's like acting like he's trying to approach me. I'm like, that's a spirit. And I said, Agar Kahashatan by Hashem by Shem Yashai B'Shem Kakadash. So I said, Agar, which is I rebuke thee, Satan, in the name of Yahweh by Shem Yashai B'Shem Kakadash. And the dude shut up. So he was at a distance. I said it, and he shut up and wavered. I felt him waver, and that was it. And I got in my truck and I left. And that's using wisdom. Okay. I'll let y'all put up that precept, Romans 8:6. All right. This is the practice right here. As I was saying, Romans. So I can do this real quick. 8. And it says, because the carnal mind is enmity with the power, for it is not subject to the law of the Lord, neither indeed can be. And the flesh will just do what it want to do, go against the spirit, right? It worked against it as it goes into. So then they that are in the flesh cannot please the power. So you got to be in the spirit, okay, not in the flesh, okay? But ye are not in the flesh, but in the spirit. If so, be that the spirit of the power dwell in you. Now, if any man have not the spirit of Hamashiach, he is none of his. So we know that these people that's not in the spirit of the Lord, they're not of Yahweh. So it's simple as that. They're enemies. But if the spirit of him that is raised up Yahweh from that's talking, but and if the spirit of him that raised up Yahweh from the deed dwell in you, he that raiseth up Hamashiach from the deed or dead shall also quicken, which is make alive or revive to your mortal bodies by his spirit that dwelleth in you. All right, and this spirit, it animates us. The spirit of Yahweh Shemashai, we were deed, as it say. All right, and that's Ephesians the 2nd chapter, and we got quickened. Okay, simple as that. If I can find it, let me see if I can get it. Yeah, Ephesians chapter 2:1, and you hath he quickened, who were dead in trespasses and sins, right? Going off, missing the mark. Where in time past ye walk according to the course of this world. Yeah, this rumble, this boy. He called you out, rumble him. He get in your face. He coming in your presence. He disrespect you. Rumble him. Well, I'm gonna rumble him in the spirit with these rebukes, which are more powerful when they cut. All right. Scriptures talk about how the word of the Lord is quick and powerful, more than any two-edged sword, dividing and cutting between the soul and spirit, roughly paraphrasing. Dude, that's what I'm using. The dude was cut. I put that rebuke in the Hebrew, Mark, in the Hebrew. Crazy, yo, dude. I see. So this is like one of the first times I would say, notably, that I did it outside of the camp. And that's what brothers got to do. Start using these rebukes in their regular life. You know, like you be in a situation, put up the prayers in your head, put up the rebukes, okay? Get out of them situation. The Lord is a deliverer. Yahweh Shai Shem Wa name his. All right. Yahweh Shai is he the deliverer. So it says, wherein in times past you walk according to the course of this world, which is in the fashion of wickedness. You know that. They tell you that dudes will tell you, like, if a dude disrespect you. I heard in a song, if a dude disrespect you, like, nah, just don't have it. Serve him. But they talk about serving him physically. They'll say serve him with a hot slug or something nice. 10 bullets in his head and send him, they'll say Christ or something like that, But what we do, we actually use the words of the Lord. Simple as that. And that cut him and get that demon the hell out of here. Simple as that, Ephesians, I'm going to look up that word for course. Y'all should study the course of the world and the origins of why people do things. All right? Eon is time, right? Course is eon, time. And we know what time it is. But yeah, so it says, according to the prince of the power of the air. That's Esau, Edom, the spiritual demon, Satan. All right. The physical counterpart for the spiritual demon Satan is Esau, the so-called wheat man, right? And he, like I say, you got E, he'll go and murder somebody and get away with it, but you would do it, you'll be sitting there in the cell looking stupid. The same rules don't even apply for him. The spirit that now worketh in the children of disobedience, okay? Among whom also we had all had our conversation, our behaviors, all right, our acting in the times past, all right. So I'm gonna look up conversation as well. In times past, in the lust of our flesh, fulfilling desires of the flesh and of the mind, and were by nature the children of wrath, even as others. So we can't be like that. Simple as that. You can't be in the conversation as well. The anatrophe, which goes into the conduct, all right, all right, of oneself, behave oneself, or live in a way Satan, Esau wants us to be. We got to be better, all right, especially if we, as the scriptures say, are the hopefully elect. We got put on as the elect. I'm gonna look up first fruits, and that's gonna be pretty much the lesson. First fruits, okay. 23. It goes into the law of the first fruits. Or is that Ezekiel or Exodus 13? Let me see something. Consecration of the firstborn. Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, sanctify unto me all the firstborn, whomsoever openeth the womb among the children of Israel, both man and beast, it is mine. I'm going to look up firstborn in general. Bakawar, from Bakar, which firstborn is the firstlings. Okay? Bakar, be born first. Firstling. All right? New fruit. All right? And it also says for first fruits. So if we of the elect, we'll be of the first fruit. We consecrate to the Lord. So we definitely got to be examples to the flock. The Tazawan, I think it is Tazawan. I'll get back for fruitful flock. Tazan. I got to get that Hebrew word for flock. But we examples to the rest of the sheep of the flock. They following, so we can't be doing stupid shit. Just put it that way. All right. At least the ministry we blame. All right. Like I said, I'm doing some stuff like brothers doing stuff that regular people ain't ever done or not doing. Okay. You know. Yeah. First fruits, church fathers. Okay. This is the book of Romans 23 even got talk about 8 and 23 talk about, and not only they, but are also Romans 8 and 23. Let me just get this real quick. 8 and 23. It says in verse 22, for we know the whole creation groaneth and travaileth in pain together until now, and not only they, but ourselves also, Slakia, which have the first fruits of the Spirit, even we ourselves grown within ourselves, waiting for the adoption, to wit, the redemption of our body. Okay. talks about predestination. You can read Romans 8. Whomsoever, dirty, he did predestinate, he also called, and whom he called, them he also justified, and whom he justified, them he also glorified. All right? And we seeing the glorification of the elect, okay, in these times. You're gonna see some real big things. All right. Every chick change when you doing big things, right? These chicks that don't like like a lot of these aquas on the comment board, they don't got husbands and they still playing around. They gonna be dying to be with brothers, okay? Because we gonna be doing big things, all right? But we are doing big things right here. We front runners for the nation of Israel, pushing the truth, the word of Yahweh Shai, okay? 1 Corinthians 15 and 20, but now is Hamashiach risen from the dead and become the first fruits of them that slept. But we know Hamashiach, he's the only begotten son of Yahweh, of Yahweh, Slaki. Hamashiach, which is Yahweh, the anointed one, is the first fruit, the only begotten of the Most High. And then Yahweh made all of us. All right. Jeremiah 2 and 3. Israel was holiness unto Yahweh and the first fruits of his increase. All that devour him shall offend, evil shall come upon them, said the Lord. Okay, we got protection. I'm going to look up for first fruits. And first fruits is Ra'ash Yath, which means the beginning, the best and chief. All right. Ra'ash Yath, feminine noun. Okay. Ra'ash is the root, the chief choice part, chosen ball. Okay. Order and rank, especially first fruit. Yeah, beginning of a kingdom. Yeah, man. Yeah, we winning. So that's it through the spirit. I'm gonna call it a lesson from Madium. Aisha, Madium Aisha. This lesson end. Okay. Let me see what else on the comment board. That's it. Nah, ain't nothing else. I know this was long, but that's how I do when I do these long live streams. Yeah, brothers, bless your house if you can. Too. Uh, I ain't get to go over it, but it's that First Chronicles 17:27. I word it, but what I thought and now Hawa Lath La Barak Ath Bayath Ibadka La Hai Saki La Haya Wath La Walam La Punya Ka Kaya Atha Yahweh Barakath Wa Ma Barak La Walam, which means and now therefore please to bless within the house of thy servant, that it be forever before thee, for thou, O Yahweh, blessed, and from shall be blessed forever. Wa'aitha ha wa'alath la barak ath rayath ibadka la hayawath la walam la punyaka kaya atha Yahweh barakath wa Ma Barak Walam. Watch mine, which that's a blessing for your house. Go about your house. You get the incense, burn in the coal, whatever. Go to each room, make sure a window is open, and you just bless the house. If you feel certain heavier spiritual activity that maybe be worse. You can say different rebukes to Satan. Agar Kashatan, I rebuke thee, Satan, by Hashem Yahweh, by Hashem Hashai, Hashem Kokodesh, in the name of the Most High, in the name of the Most God, Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Arashaika is I condemn thee, Satan. All right. Arashaika Hashatan, or Rashaika, I rebuke, or I condemn thee. And Ka is you, and Shaitan is Satan, enemy. By Hashem Yahweh, by Hashem Hashai, Hashem Kokodesh. Arashaika Hashatan, by Hashem Yahweh, by Hashem Yahshai, Hashem Kokodesh. You have Sawar Mamanya Hashatan, by Hashem Yahweh, by Hashem Yahshai, Hashem Kokodesh. Get from thence thee, Satan, in the name of the Most High, in the name of God's Son, in the name of the Spirit Holy. You can say all of different rebukes, Hebrew rebukes. All right. Pray first to Yahweh by Hashem Yahshai. I got the Sawar Mamanya. Get thee hence from me. Maman is from, Yah is me, Hashatan. All right. You can say them different rebukes. And, throughout the house, like I say, certain demons, they try to come back. Hey, it's a battle. The Lord sanctions it, but cleanse your crib. You may need to move. Move if you had to move. There's certain demons you don't have to deal with living somewhere else, But yeah. I think that's pretty much it. So, pray this was edifying to all of y'all that's out there. I believe hopefully elect. All praise, honor, and glory to Yah, B'Shem Hashai, B'Shem Kokodesh, double honor to the elder apostles, a great millstone. I hope y'all can use these spiritual tools. You become more spiritual. Like I say, if it's a self-defense situation, and it's in the spirit, obviously some dude trying to knock you the hell out. Don't, hey, you can defend yourself, but obviously use wisdom within that too, But yeah, but you use your spiritual tools, okay? That should be first before anything, before we even go outside, like your numbers. What's that? I mean, not numbers, but what's that? The Psalms 121. All right, should be on deck. The Lord to keep thee. You're going in and you're going out. This time, now and going on forever. Anoint yourself. Numbers 6 chapter. Anoint yourself, wash your face, anoint yourself, pray, getting these rituals, spending time with Yahweh Shem Shai, and get more spiritual. That's most important. I was truly blessed by waking up and doing my little routine this morning. Like I said, Satan can have it where you don't want to be in that spirit, but you put on some, like I said, like a lot of that good frequency music, whatever hurts something, have that playing in your crib, couple it with some incense, pray to the Lord, put you in the spirit. Hey, that's heavy. The other day, just to even say, I believe yesterday, one of the weirdest things, even that tested that came out, is that I know when I came out yesterday, I didn't pray. It was weird, and I felt it. I think I might have at a point may have said a prayer, but like I sometimes I gotta go out and work in the early morning, and you might have to just get up and shoot out, but you gotta pray first and such. So different attacks will try to take advantage of that. So always gotta be in the spirit, but gotta stay up, man. So that's basically it, dude. The spirit. I'm gonna check the comment board, and that's my advising or Itazah or Iwataza. through the spirit, and just stay up and stay in the spirit. Keep following the apostle elders, the great millstone. Stay in the spirit. Shalom to the light. All praise to Yahweh Shem Shai B'Shem Kodesh.